Madam Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Environment and Climate Change. Recent correspondence obtained by media showed that the Insurance Board of Canada had reviewed and had endorsed the draft regulations associated with the Coastal Protection Act. They said that the regulations aligned with what the industry had been advocating for. Given rising costs associated with extreme weather events, and I'm not being negative, I believe that members of the government have also referred to extreme weather events, and the fact that such events are forecasted to increase, we need these regulations in place, and I'll table that. Will the minister finally explain what or who convinced his government not to put Nova Scotians first and to disregard the growing list of experts and advocates who supported this act?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Environment and Climate Change.
Madam Speaker, this government, this Premier will always put Nova Scotians first. It's always at the top of our mind in terms of how we advance policies. Madam Speaker, on a multitude of issues, there's a diversity of opinion that exists. We have established a Coastal Protection Action Plan that is balanced, that will support informed decision-making for coastal property owners. We are working with our municipalities right now to develop an example bylaw. We will be there for our municipalities to provide the necessary supports. Madam Speaker, we'll work with all organizations, the Insurance Bureau of Canada, the Nova Scotia Federation of Municipalities. We know how important coastal protection is, and coastal protection is a big part of our overall climate change strategy. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Halifax Citadel Sable Island.
Madam Speaker, Nova Scotians have been trying to wrap our heads around this decision to abandon the Coastal Protection Act for over a month. Now, a spokesperson for the department has confirmed that they did not release a report because there was never one completed. The department only recently asked for a report to be written after the decision was made to abandon the act. Not only was the decision not based on the majority of feedback received, but there wasn't even a report to support this. Can the minister please give us the exact date on which this report, that should have been completed months ago, will be released?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Environment and Climate Change.
So when the Honourable Member says report, I believe she's meaning the consultation that we engaged in the fall of last year. And once that summary is completed by the group ATN, we'll post that summary to the Environment and Climate Change website. And Madam Speaker, I also want to say we haven't abandoned anything. We're moving forward in a very strong and positive way to ensure Nova Scotians have the necessary information to protect their property if they live along the coastline. And Madam Speaker, I can tell you, the Minister of Municipal Affairs and I are working closely with our municipal units to ensure they have the supports, to ensure they have what is required for the zoning, to ensure we have strong coastal protection in Nova Scotia. Thank you, Madam Speaker.